My dear students, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you? Grade 2. Let's start our today's lesson. It's lesson number 3 in chapter 10. Use a number line to subtract 3-digit numbers. Okay, let's start by this question here. We want to get 425 minus 200. How can we use the number line to get 425 minus 200? Let's start by the first number from the right. 425. Start by 425 from the right in the number line. So let's write here 425. 425. Okay, now let's subtract 200. 200 means how many hundreds? What does it mean? How many steps by hundreds? Or how many steps back by 100? I'll choose now Mazen Mustafa to answer. Hello Mazen, how are you?
Yes, mister.
Mazen, let's subtract 200. How many steps back by 100?
2.
2. So let's take 2 steps back. 1, 2. Now let's write here minus 100, minus 100. Here minus 100 and here minus 100. Now Mazen, let's subtract 425 minus 100 equals what number?
523.
No, it's minus 100.
325.
Yes, 25. Now 325 minus 100 equals what number?
225.
Yes, 225. Now the answer equals 225. Thank you, Mazen. Bye.
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 Now, my dear students, let's start by this number 225 in the next equation. So let's write here 225. 225 minus 20 equals what number? Let's start by 225 from the right in the number line. So let's write here 225. Now let's subtract 20. 20 means 2 tenths. So let's take 2 steps back by 10. Let's count back by 10. Take 2 steps. 1, 2. Now 225 minus 10 equals what number? Let's write firstly here minus 10 minus 10. 225 minus 10 equals what number? I'll choose Adam Muhammad Atiyah. Hello Adam, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Adam, 225 minus 10 equals what number?
Equal to 215.
Yes, 215. Now 215 minus 10 equals what?
205.
205. Very good. Thank you, Adam. Bye.
Bye.
Now, my dear students, let's write here the difference equals 205. Now, 205 minus 2. Let's write 205 minus 2. 205 minus 2. Let's start by 205. Here, 205. Okay. Now, let's subtract 2. To subtract 2, take 2 steps by 1. So here, take 2 steps by 1. Because grade 2, this 2 is two ones. It has 1 1. It's 1 and 1. So here let's write minus 1 minus 1. Now 205 minus 1 equals what number? 205 minus 1 equals what? I'll choose Muayyad. Hello Muayyad, how are you?
Yes, mister.
Muayyad, let's count back by 1. 205 minus 1 equals what number?
204.
204. Now 204 minus 1 equals what?
203.
203. So the answer equals 203. Now let's write 203. Thank you, Muayyad. Bye.
Bye. Welcome.
Bye. Now, my dear students, please pay attention. To get 425 minus 222, start by hundreds, subtract 200, take two steps by 100, take two steps back actually by 100. So as we make in the first step here, we take two steps back by 100, minus 100, minus 100. Then subtract tens. We have two tens. So take two steps back by tens. Then subtract ones, means take two steps back by one. Minus one, minus one. Now let's move to the next page to answer the next question. Okay, my lovely boys, please put your fingers in question number one. In question number one, grade 2, we want to get 674 minus 236. Let's start by the first number from the right of the number line. 674 is the first number, so write it here. And now let's subtract 236. In number 236, how many hundreds, how many tens, and how many ones? How many steps back by 100? How many steps back by 10? How many steps back by 1? Now let's find who can answer. I'll choose Tayyam Radwan. Hello Tayyam, how are you?
Yes. Look. So 674 minus 200 equals 474. 407.
Please, time, let's take it step by step. 674 minus 200. To subtract 200, take two steps back by 100. So let's try.
Yes, but I do it the other way.
Okay, you make it in one step.
Yes.
Okay, yes, it's no problem. You can make it in one step. You can make minus 200 in one step, no problem.
Okay.
Okay, but I'll make it in two steps. Okay,
Okay.
Okay. Now 674 minus 100 equals what number?
Equals 574.
574. Now 574 minus 100.
474.
474. Now Tayyum, we subtract 200. Let's subtract 3 tenths. 3 tenths means to subtract 3 tenths, take 3 steps back by 10. Minus 10, minus 10, minus 10. So let's write it here. Minus 10, minus 10, okay. Here minus 10, here minus 10. Now let's count back. 474 minus 10 equals what number?
Equals 464.
464. Very good. 464 minus 10
equals 454.
454. That's right. Very good. 454 minus 10
equals 444.
444. Okay, 444. Okay, Tayyim. Now, Tayyim, we finished tens. We subtract tens. Let's subtract ones. Okay? So
yes. So 444.
Yes, it's 6 steps by 1. But let's make this step in one. Let's make it in one step. Okay? So I'll make it here. I'll make here
6. Minus 6, right?
Minus 6. Fantastic. Very good. Now 444 minus 6 equals what number?
438.
Yes, that's right. It's a 6. Let's write here minus 6,
not 8.
Yes. Equals what number?
But equals 438.
438. That's right. Very good. 438. So the answer equals 438. Tayyim, you are excellent and super boy. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Now, my dear students, let's answer question number 2. In question number 2, we want to get 438 minus 162. Okay, who can answer the question? I'll choose now the super one whose name is Omar Islam. Hello, Omar, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Omar, let's start by the first number, 438, from the right of the number line. So let's start from here. Let's write here 438. Okay, let's subtract hundreds. How many hundreds in 162?
100.
100, very good. So let's write here minus 100. Okay, now let's subtract tens. We finish hundreds, so I'll cancel this. Now let's take tens. How many tens?
6.
6 tens. Let's take 6 step by 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes, 6. Let's write minus 10, minus 10, minus 10, minus 10, minus 10, minus 10, okay?
Okay.
Okay, now let's subtract ones. To subtract ones, count back 2 steps by 1. So let's make it in one step. I write here minus 2, okay? And the last step, write minus the ones, minus 2. So let's write here minus 2. Now, Amar, let's count back. 438 minus 100 equals what number?
338.
338. Very good. 338 minus 10.
Equals 328.
328. Very good. 328 minus 10.
318.
318. Excellent. Let's write here 318. Now 318 minus 10 equals what number? 308. Okay. Now 308 minus 10.
298.
298. Very good. 298 minus 10.
288.
288. Very good. 288 minus 10.
278. 276.
278. Now 270
276.
minus 2 equals
276.
276. Amar Islam, you're an amazing boy. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Now let's write the answer. It's 276. Write 276. Now grade 2, please all of you write quickly. Now let's move to the next page to answer the next question. Who's ready, grade 2, to help me to answer question number 3? We want to get 534 minus 311. Let's start by the first number, 534, from the right of the number line, from here. So let's write here 534. 534 minus 311. In number 311, how many hundreds, how many tens, and how many steps? How many steps back by 100? How many steps back by 10? How many steps back by 1? I'll choose Ahmed Daha to answer the question. Ahmed, how are you?
Fine,
Ahmed, in number 311, how many hundreds?
3.
3. So let's take 3 steps back by 100. Minus 100, minus 100, minus 100. Let's write here minus 100, minus 100, minus 100. 300s. Now, Ahmed, how many tens?
1.
1. So let's draw one step. Let's take one step back by 10. Right here minus 10. Here minus 10. Now how many ones, Ahmed?
1.
1. So let's write in this step minus 1. Now Ahmed, are you ready to count back?
Yeah.
Okay, 534 minus 100 equals what number?
434.
434. Now 434 minus 100.
334.
334. Okay, minus 100.
234.
That's right. Excellent. 234 minus 10 equals what?
224.
Yes, 224. Now 224 minus 1 equals what number?
223.
223. So the difference equals 223. Ahmed Daha, you're excellent boy. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Now, my dear students, let's find now who can answer question number 4. 745 minus 109. Let's start by 745. Let's write here 745. Now let's subtract 109. In 109, how many hundreds, how many tens, and how many ones? I'll choose Omar Abu Hilal. Hello, Omar, how are you?
I am fine, thank you.
Omar, in number 109, how many hundreds?
100.
100. So let's take one step back by 100. Here 100. How many tens? Firstly, let's write here minus 100, Omar. Here minus 100. How many tens in 109?
0.
No tens, 0 tens. How many ones? How many ones?
9 ones.
9 ones. So let's write here minus 9, okay?
Okay.
Okay, here minus 9. Now let's answer Omar. Let's count back. 745 minus 100 equals what number?
Equals 645.
Equals 645. Very good. 645. Now 645 minus 9. 645 minus 9 equals what number? You can make 9 in your fingers, Omar, and count back.
Okay.
Make 9 in your fingers and count back by 1. Make 9 in your fingers, Omar, okay?
Okay.
Now 645 minus 1 equals what?
Equals 644.
Okay, minus 1?
643.
Excellent.
642. 641.
Yes.
640. 639.
Excellent.
638. 637. 636.
That's right. So the answer equals 636. Okay? You can count by this way, Omar Abu Hilal. So let's write here 636. Now, my dear students, let's write here 636. And let's answer the next question. Omar Abu Hilal, you are excellent and super boy. I want to thank you. Bye. Now let's choose another one to answer number 5. Who's ready to answer number 5? I choose Tamim Saad. Hello Tamim, how are you?
Yes, Mr.
Tamim, let's get 436 minus 84. Let's start by 436. Here, let's write it here from the right of the number line. So let's write here 436. Now, 436 minus 8 tenths. Here, no hundreds, no hundreds, Tamim. We don't have hundreds, but we have 8 tenths. So let's take 8 steps back by 10. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Let's take 8 steps back by 10. Minus 10. Minus 10. 3 tenths. 4 tenths. 5 tenths. 6 tenths. 7 tenths. 8 tenths. Okay? Can you see? We count back 8 tenths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's write minus 10, minus 10, minus 10, minus 10, and so on. Okay? Now, Tamim, how many ones in 84? Tamim?
Yes, Mr.
How many ones now? We finished 10.
4
We finished 10. So now we have 4 ones. So let's count. Let's take one step. Let's take one step back and write minus 4. Let's write here minus 4. Now, Tamim, let's count back. 436 minus 10 equals what number?
426.
426. Okay, 426 minus 10.
416.
416. 416 minus 10.
406.
406. Very good. 406 minus 10.
396.
396. Excellent, boy. That's right. Now 396 minus 10.
386.
386. Excellent. 386 minus 10.
376.
Fantastic, boy. 376 minus 10.
366.
That's right. Now 366 minus 10.
362.
362. Now 360. 356. Okay, Tamim? Tamim, hello?
Yes, Mr.
356 minus 10, it's 356. Now 356 minus 4.
350. 352.
352. That's right. Very good. So the answer equals 352. Okay, thank you, Tamim. Bye. Now, my dear students, as you see here, we take 8 steps back by 10 and 1 step by 4, okay, to get the answer. Now, let's move to the next page to answer the next question. Please, if you don't write it quickly because I'll clear grade 2. Write it quickly. Now, who can help me to answer number 6? In number 6, we have this number line, we have this model, and we want to write the subtraction equation. What number minus what number equals what number? I'll choose one of you to answer this question. So let's choose Mahmoud Ayman. Hello, Mahmoud, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Mahmoud, what's the first number in the equation?
678.
Yes, this number is the first number in the subtraction equation, 678. So let's write 678. 678. Mahmoud, 678 minus what? We subtract what? What do you subtract? Here, minus 300, minus 50, minus 4. This is number what?
354.
354. Very good. 354. Now, what's the difference?
324.
Yes, this number grade 2, this last number is the difference. So the difference equals the 324. Mahmoud Ayman, you're a fantastic boy. Thank you. Bye.
Mister,
Yes.
can I go to toilet?
Okay, Mahmoud. Thank
Thank
you. Okay.
Bye.
Thank you for your participation, Mahmoud. Now let's answer the next question. Please, all of you, write this equation: 678. This number is the first number in the subtraction equation. Minus what? Count minus what? We subtract 300. We subtract 50. Then we subtract 4. So we subtract 354. What's the difference? It's 324. Now let's move to the next page to answer the next question. My dear students, I'll show you a video about this question, so please all of you be attention to understand it well.
Your school recycles 762 bottles. 245 are glass. The rest are plastic.
How many bottles are plastic? You know your school recycles 762 bottles. 245 are glass. The rest are plastic. You need to find how many bottles are plastic. Your subtraction equation is 762 minus
245 equals what number? Start at 762. Count back by 200, then by 40, and then by 5. 762, 562, 522, 517. You land on 517. So 762 minus 245 equals 517. 517 bottles are plastic.
As you see here, my lovely boys, you can subtract 200 in one step. You can subtract tens in one step. So you can subtract 40 in one step. You can subtract 5 in one step, like this. Okay, as we said before, you can make 4 steps here. To subtract 200, you can make 2 steps: minus 100, minus 100. To subtract 40, you can make it in 4 steps. Okay, or you can make it in one step if you can. It's no problem. Okay, now let's answer the next question. Let's move to the question number 7. A squirrel collects 619 nuts for the winter. 421 are acorns. The rest are walnuts. How many walnuts are there? Okay, he said you on the question, the rest are walnuts. So to get what's the rest? To get the rest, you have to subtract what number minus what number. And subtraction, I said to you, you have to start by the greater number. What's the greater number, 619 or 421? It's 619. So let's start by 619. 619 minus 421 equals what number? Grade 2, I left this question for you. You can get it by yourself. Use the number line to get 619 minus 421. Now let's answer question number 8. You have 384 photos. You put your photos into 2 photo albums. Okay, you have 2 albums, and you want to put this 384 photos in these 2 albums. Each album can hold up to 208 photos. So the first album can hold the 208, the second album can hold the 208, but you don't have all of these photos. You have only 384. How many photos can you put in each album? Okay, you have album A, album 1, and album 2. Okay, in album 1, actually, you can put in album 1, you can put 208 photos. So let's write here 208. 208, right? 208. Okay, what about album 2? The total number of the photos 384, and you bought 208 photos in album A. The rest will put in album 2. So let's get the rest. What's the rest of the photos? It's 384 minus 208. So right here 384 minus 208. You can use the number line to get the answer. The answer will be 176. Okay, so right here 176 photos in album 2. Now, my dear students, at the end of our today's session, I wish all of you understand this lesson, grade 2. Please don't forget to make your homework. I wish you a nice day. Thanks all of you, and see you tomorrow, inshallah. Thank you and goodbye.